Recently, at Edgewood Elementary.
Hi, my name is Vivian Flowers, Mayor of the great city of Pine Bluff. Welcome to Saturday Morning Live.
Wake up, you sleepyhead, get up, get out of bed, live, love, laugh, and be happy.
And good morning. Welcome to Saturday Morning Live here on the shores of the Spring River, where actually river winds its way through northeast Arkansas and into your heart. It is just that beautiful, even in wintertime. It's all being brought to you by Walnetto Arts and Entertainment. Walnetto, say it with me again, Jane. Walnetto Arts and Entertainment, where imagination is always at flood stage.
That's a good way to put it.
There you go. It also leads to a party which we're inviting you to. You may remember this. Party that began with a magazine subscription to Entertainment Weekly magazine, where they published the 100 greatest novels, and I read every dang one beginning in 2016. I bought them all from Wordsworth Books. We decided to have a party next Thursday from 6:30 till 8 p.m. If you can join us, that would be terrific. We've got cake, we've got wine, and we've got the lovely, the talented Dawn Scott, who joins me live from the Heights in Little Rock. Good morning, Dawn.
Craig, I missed you so much. Oh my God. Yes, I'll be there on Thursday at Wordsworth at 6:30, and everyone's invited, right? I mean, although it's getting
free.
pretty crowded.
That's right. Now you're going to be the moderator. Now, Lynn at
Well,
Wordsworth.
and I'm thinking about my questions.
Well, and I'm glad I could explain because, folks, I'll go ahead and tell you, I just asked Dawn. She said, yes, I'd love to be with you, but that's about as far as we've gone with this. So now you're going to witness some preparation for Thursday. This is going to be so much fun. You
Well,
go ahead.
what was your? I have a bajillion questions, so
Uh-huh.
I'll just keep quiet until you tell me to ask if you have more to say.
Well, share
You know
with us
me.
one. What's one of them? Let's rehearse.
Well, when you started reading these 100 books,
Mhm.
did one strike you more than the others?
Yes, it did, and I'm not going to divulge it here. You have to come to the party. There are 10 favorites that will be published at the party and will be talked about. Keeping in mind, people will always ask me, well, what's your favorite book? It was always the one I was reading, with one possible clear cut exception, which will also be divulged next Thursday night from 6:30 till 8. Now, how's that for a
That I
tease, Dawn?
was about to say that, ladies and gentlemen, is what in broadcasting we call a tease.
Dawn and I began in 2000 at the Cotton Bowl. Tell everybody how nervous you were.
Well, I really was nervous. Craig, but mainly because Craig wasn't nervous at all. He had not
We
been on
won. We
television.
beat Texas. I was fired
We beat
up.
Texas.
Uh-huh.
Well, we beat Texas, and it was Craig's debut on TV as a sports director, of all
Mhm.
things, coming from radio. And of course, Craig likes to talk. And on radio, they gave him all the time he needed and wanted. But the producers were so nervous that they were making me nervous, and they were in our ear. He doesn't understand that we only have 4 minutes in this segment, and then we only have 3 minutes in this segment. You have to keep him from talking. You have to help us shut him up. And do you think I was successful?
No. In fact, it never
No,
was successful, was it?
never.
I hold the THV 11 record for hearing the word rap, rap, and I thought they meant break into a rap. You know, hey
Oh
everybody,
my
it's Craig
word.
O'Neill. Here is my latest speech. Anyway, we had a great time,
Well,
didn't we? Didn't we have a
we did.
wonderful time?
Oh, we did. That was history. We started in 2000. You were the sports director while I was the TV news anchor, and then you became the anchor, and then we carried through all the way to 2020, 20 years.
Yeah.
20 years
It
of
was-
broadcasting together. And then I left, and then you left a few years after. Well, you kept saying you were going to leave before me, but you never did.
Never did. COVID did us in, didn't it? Because you had to broadcast from your house, I had to broadcast from my house, and it just wasn't the same, was it?
No, it changed everything. And, people really began to rely on their social media for information,
Mhm.
whether it was factual or not. People began sharing whatever they wanted, whenever they wanted, however they wanted. And so our industry changed a lot, I think, through all of that. People still were trusted, you and I hope people continued to believe were trusted journalists, but, some weren't. And so it gave us all a bad rap. But you know what? It's important. Information is important. You know, Laughter is important.
Yeah.
Being real is important. Being authentic in this day and time, I think, is important no matter
And
what you believe.
I think you just defined why you went into real estate, being real estate. And you're selling homes now. People would look at that and go, Dawn, why did you go from TV into real estate? But you made a very good point with me over the phone. It's all about the stories.
It is all about the stories, and every, person has a story. It is every person, that. I think, didn't we do a promotion about that?
I
That
think so. Yeah.
everyone has a story. Everyone has a story. And so, we would talk to cameras, Craig, and then, occasionally we'd be out meeting people, and then we'd be back in the studio in the front of the cameras, and then we would be, um, you know, out on on a live shot or in the field. But then we would, can you please stop? My husband doesn't respect boundaries. He just walks in the room with,
Tell Donnie I put him on, but we're only on the phone.
yeah. He said I got caught red-handed with the other man.
He's stealing he's stealing the show.
He said, "Don't bring her back."
Well,
Yes, I do. But now I'm with people in their homes. I mean, I'm with them, and it's more than a story that we broadcast. It's actual, it's real, intimate. Just like I said, authentic, raw. But my whole family was in real estate, so that's why
that's it.
I made that.
I'm going to
And
show everybody a house that you sent me. What is explain this house that we're showing?
well, that's a house I actually sold at the very end of the year, and it's a beautiful home. We actually know who bought it, but we're not going to say his name.
Oh, okay.
It's a gorgeous house. It sold for just under $500,000 in West Little Rock. Beautiful, newer build, and I have 4 buyers for a home just like that.
Wow.
So we don't have any inventory because most Americans and Arkansans have an interest rate that's under 4%. Remember that's talking about
Yeah.
the 2,
Uh,
4% interest rates, and no one wants to sell or give that up. So we have a lot of buyers that can't find, properties. So we're just having trouble.
Listen to you. This is the most of all the conversations you and I have had. This is the weirdest. Dawn talking real estate and me inflation rate. This is incredible.
You're talking inflation rate, I know. So I don't think we're going to see prices go down because there's still so many buyers that are willing to pay and want homes. So the problem is we need more homes, and a lot of people. And you saw at the beginning of the year, so Arkansas was the #1 state where people moved from elsewhere. We have a lot of people coming here for whatever reason. So anyway,
It's
but you
because
know
of
what?
this. It's because of Saturday Morning Live.
It's because it's Saturday Morning Live. It's the Spring River and the Heights
That's
in
it.
Little Rock.
All right, I'm getting the wrap. I'm getting the wrap from the producer. See you Thursday, okay?
We'll see you Thursday at 6:30. Everybody come see us.
Dawn, thank you so much for being on. Dawn Scott, ladies and
love
gentlemen.
you.
I love you too. Thank you. You're getting applause from Jane. Tell Donnie I said hi. Once again, it's all because of this. Thursday night, 6:30. Don't miss it. The 100 book party at Wordsworth Books. Oh, it's going to be so much fun because I love to read. Born again reader, and it's quite an accomplishment. I like it. Love to read in Wordsworth. Love to read at home. Love to read here at Hardy, and love to read at schools. Edgewood Elementary in Watson Chapel, where this past week they threw a party. They had a breakfast buffet for city officials, including those from Baldwin and Shell, my sponsor, and the mayor. Mayor Flowers was there. Why would a mayor show up at a Craig O'Neill reading road trip?
Literacy is the building block, is the foundation for all learning. So I want to do what I can to promote literacy and to promote the kids of the city of Pine Bluff.
She got behind me going to Southwood just a few minutes later and reading to the kids there. Southwood Elementary, just about 4 minutes away. And showing up at this particular read was the superintendent of schools. I mean, they made it a big day.
For being an angry neighbor.
It gave me a chance to ask her about something that's been bothering me. Am I getting in the way of the regular school routine when I go visit? Is this disruptive?
Did you like the book?
Here is Jennifer Barber, superintendent of schools.
When other people come and read to them and being able to hear how different inflections and different voices from different areas, it's really important because some of our students really don't have many people reading to them besides at school. And so having the community involved in this effort is huge. We really want to continue to promote reading, and students getting to see other people that enjoy books and can make them come to life. It's a big deal.
So now you know. Now you know, Jane. Jane joining me here. Let me make room for you. Come on in here.
Yes, I'm here.
Dragging her in. Dragging her on SML.
It's like bangs, no bangs, bangs, no bangs. I guess I'll do the side bangs.
This is my Valentine's gift to her next week.
Aw. Can you hear me? Am I up? Yeah.
You're
I
on.
can hear you.
Yep, you're on.
Okay.
Boy, are you ever.
Did you talk about how I read some of those books too?
Yes.
We had a readathon. One of the top books was all of the Harry Potter books.
Oh, yeah.
And I do read a bit faster than you, and I binge read. And so I would read it because I couldn't wait for him to get through that. I'd read one, give it to him, and then when he finally finished reading it, then we could watch the movie and start the next book. That was fun. So some of them we read together. Most of them,
Well, a lot of the books, not a lot. There were 4 books that had a series in them.
yeah.
Harry Potter was one. Rabbit Run was another by the author. Oh, you would get me going. I can't
Was the
remember.
Golden Compass one of
Golden Compass.
Or actually, it's
Philip
his dark-
Pullman
his Dark Materials? That's 3 books.
was another. So actually, if you want to get right down to it and be literal, I read 108 books.
You read a lot,
No,
and you're much more disciplined.
116 books.
Yeah.
And took notes, folks.
Good job. GODJOB. Good job.
Oh, here's a good job. Now I'm going to get covered up and obliterated by Jane's artwork. Believe me, it's
Oh man.
it's not the first time. There it is.
I need to get busy. I just sold the last. I have coloring page sets now. They're on large, good pieces of paper as a set, and each have a theme. And I sell them. You can purchase them off of my website, which has the longest name possible. It's called The Imaginary World of JaneFHankins.com. But anyway, I need to get busy because I'm out. They're limited edition, and I'm out of all the sets except I have some Christmas sets yet. That if you started on now, you might get some of them done.
And
Okay,
here's
let's
the
get back to-
latest.
Well, what I'm working on now is the 4 seasons, and I've already done. I think it's 5 or 6. I want to do 5 or 6 drawings per season, and this is part of the winter one. I think last time we showed the snowmen. I've been posting them on my Facebook and Instagram.
Look at that, y'all.
And
Look
this
at
is what I call, and this is a lot of work because there's a lot of there's a lot of shading going on. These are pen and ink. I sketch them out with pencil and then I go over it with pen and ink. I'm still inking this one in, but
What's the
it's the
character doing now? The rabbit is watching our
yeah, we have a bunny.
pixie.
This is a pixie house tree, not a pixie tree house, but a pixie house tree.
Condominium. It's a pixie condominium.
They wouldn't call it that, but there's several different little families and they're all cozy, but they also take care of the tree all winter and make sure it stays healthy. But there's little bitty baby ones and I'm going to have some little lights hanging in the tree. But the bunny rabbit is a symbol that spring is not too far away.
How about that?
But I want to do a Valentine one because that's why I wore red today.
There you go, folks. And if you want to see them all, the ones that are finished and one for sale, go to the Imaginary World, janefhankins.com.
Or you can also go see the process, what's in process with Jane F. Hankins 60 on Instagram. And I have a public page, Jane F. Hankins, on Facebook. So you don't have to be friended. I appreciate it if you like it. Am I making the table shake? If you like it, and it'll be in the feed. I don't know how many Facebook pages I have actually because they're kind of left over from my publisher's business. But anyway, I'm the one running this. So if I go out of town and you like somebody ordered a book as we were driving up here, and I had to thank her and tell her I'm going to do this, send it out Monday. But it's just me do that, But anyway, I love to draw, and I just am a little bit slower now. So be patient with me. We'll come out with something fun soon.
All right, folks. I got almost 6 days to figure out what I'm going to get Jane Valentine's Day, which, by the way, in 1969 was our first big date on Valentine's Day, 1969.
And tell them what we did?
Walnut Ridge and the Community Center to see a band called Nobody Else.
No, it was Black Oak, Arkansas.
Well, it would eventually become Black Oak, Arkansas, but at that time, it was Nobody Else. We had a wonderful date in your mother's car.
Well, she didn't know now. Unless you're listening.
She's passed away,
No,
so I
but,
think you're
yeah,
past getting jumped on.
Well, it was my car, and it was sleeting, and I was spending the night with a friend out at the dorm, and so because I lived in Jonesboro, went to ASU. Thank God I did, or I never would have met him.
2 years before we got married, so that means we've been married 53, 55 Valentine's Days.
We used to do Roadtrip every year, but you don't have to do that now.
Got some thinking to do. Okay.
Just don't stick a camera in my face.
Like now. Well, we'll change it. We'll talk about the book, and then we'll go. How about that?
That's fine.
The book party, Thursday. Here's what you do. If you want to come, leave your name in the... leave your name. Excuse me. I'll get there.